How's it going, everyone? If you enjoy my videos, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload new and amazing content just like this video. This video is going to be all about Ludington, Michigan, a beautiful tourist town that is isolated from the rest of civilization. If you're unfamiliar with my videos, I do speed up my videos in order to show more in a less amount of time. In this particular video, I drive through nearly the entire town of Ludington and finish at the beautiful Ludington State Park. When most people talk about tourist towns in Michigan, they think of cities like Mackinac City, Frankenmuth, Holland, Grand Haven, Traverse City, or Petoskey. But don't forget about Ludington. Ludington sits along the shores of Lake Michigan and is a far drive away from all other civilization. Grand Rapids is about an hour-and-a-half drive south. The fast-growing Traverse City area is nearly 2 hours north, and Detroit is almost a complete 4-hour drive southeast. You can also park your car in the SS Badger ferry that carries you and your car west to Manitowoc, Wisconsin, but that's also a 4-hour trip. Make sure to drop a like for that amazing insight. For those who don't know, Michigan is called the Great Lakes State. It borders 4 of the 5 Great Lakes and has the longest freshwater coastline in the world. Lake Michigan is basically Michigan's west coast, and Lake Huron is Michigan's east coast, with the exception of the far southeastern portion of the state. The Lake Michigan side is way more popular for tourists than the Lake Huron side, and that has a lot to do with sand dunes that line the Lake Michigan shoreline, and I'm sure sunsets over the water have something to do with that as well. Stay tuned to the end of this video to see one of the many sand dune parks in the state of Michigan that line the state's western shoreline. We are now in downtown Ludington, and as you can see, both sides of Ludington Avenue are full of touristy-like shops and restaurants. At the end of this street is Lake Michigan. Ludington is the county seat of Mason County and is home to 8,100 people, down from a 1950 peak population of 9,500. That slight population loss hardly means anything at all, though, as Mason County as a whole is home to 29,000 people and has not experienced population loss since the 1990 U.S. Census. The median household income is $41,000 per year, the schools here perform above average, and the crime rate is relatively low. The violent crime rate in Ludington is slightly above the U.S. average, but you're more than safe visiting or living here. The worst thing about Ludington is finding a job, and the isolation factor from the other larger metro areas doesn't help the sluggish economic growth. That's a common challenge that many isolated small towns face across the United States. The other worst thing about this town are the winters, as the western half of the lower peninsula of Michigan experiences lake effect snow. Ludington can see up to 84 inches of snow a year, and that's insane. In comparison, Detroit gets 33 inches of snow per year, and many people think that Detroit gets a lot of snow. If you can withstand 84 inches of snow, though, through 6 months of the year, the other 6 months of the year can definitely be worth it, especially on days like the day that I filmed this video. The lighthouse that you see across the water is the Ludington Breakwater Lighthouse, and it's at the end of the pier, or technically a breakwall, that is just over a half-mile walk from the shore. Fun fact, as Michigan has more lighthouses than any other state. Drop a like since we all know that was the most knowledge that you've gained all day. Rumor has it that the traffic volumes on Ludington's Lakeshore Drive almost exceed the volumes found on Chicago's Lakeshore Drive. If you're interested in seeing the largest U.S. city along the shores of the Great Lakes, check out my Lakeshore Drive Chicago video and my Downtown Chicago video. Now when we get there, up ahead, the sign says that US Highway 10 ends. That's not true. It's actually a highway that is carried via ferry over Lake Michigan, and it picks back up on land 62 miles west in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. The ferry is called the SS Badger and has been in service since 1953. In 2016, the ferry boat was designated as a National Historic Landmark. The ferry runs from May to October, and even though the boat is named after the University of Wisconsin athletic teams, all passengers pay Michigan taxes on their tickets, and the boat runs on Eastern Time, which they use in Michigan, and not Central Time, which they use in Wisconsin. There also used to be a twin ship named the SS Spartan, named after the Michigan State's athletic teams, but that boat stopped running in 1979, and you can actually see the SS Spartan sitting still on the left. Back to the SS Badger, the ship today has a capacity of 620 passengers, 180 automobiles, and can also carry tour buses, RVs, motorcycles, and commercial trucks. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for that amazing insight. The sign up ahead says no vehicles allowed. Never would have guessed that, with the clock, trees, and picnic tables in the way. Thanks for the heads up, Ludington. I guess I'll make a right turn. This is Ludington High School, home of the Orioles. Ludington's basketball team made it to the Class B state championship in 2017, but it fell short to New Haven that year. But hey, at least their Quiz Bowl team made up for it in 2019 by winning the Quiz Bowl state championship that year. Go Orioles! Before I head out to Ludington State Park, I do drive through several of the residential streets of Ludington, which is full of older homes. Some have been remodeled while some could use some TLC. Nothing too horrible though. The property crime rates in Ludington are well below the state and US average, so you could probably leave your doors unlocked here overnight every night and nothing would ever happen to you. Ludington is the type of town that will make fun of you for locking your car after parking and for not leaving the engine running when you stop inside a gas station for a quick snack. There's actually a second lake in Ludington called Pere Marquette Lake. The name comes from the first name of the town before it was switched to Ludington. Along Pere Marquette Lake, however, is a company that stores some chemical tanks along the shoreline, and the lake can be more of a shallow swamp in some areas, so it's not necessarily used for recreation. The lake is connected to Lake Michigan, so you could think of Pere Marquette Lake more as an inlet. Other than that, just a couple of fields over in these parts that a bunch of Ludington rednecks learned how to play the old game of baseball. Something tells me that there's probably some needles on the ground over here too, if you know what I mean. It is a small town in America after all. And now it's time to head out towards Ludington State Park. If you ever make it to Ludington and you don't go to Ludington State Park, you don't deserve to keep your driver's license, and you basically just should never travel anywhere ever again. Dead serious. M116 is a very short highway that goes from downtown Ludington to Ludington State Park, and this is the view that you get along the way. As I said in the beginning, the shoreline along Lake Michigan in the state of Michigan is full of sand dunes from the Indiana border all the way to the Traverse City area. This spot is just one of the many in between. Well, that's about it for this video. If you enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. We'll see you next time. Peace!